Alright, so I'm going to talk about my depression for a little bit. My mom brought me into her work when I was like 5 or 6 years old, and they diagnosed me with ADD and depression. Okay, at 6 years old. And anyway, they put me on Vyvanse, and that didn't work. Then they put me on Ritalin, and then Adderall, and then Adderall started working, and then they upped my dosage. I remember my dosage being to like 75 milligrams. I feel like that's like too much for a child, too much for anyone probably. Any of that is just awful for you. But I remember feeling like a zombie and just like, I can describe it as when you're coming down from a trip and you're just like, womp, 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 womp. That's how I felt every day going to school. And then I just realized that was just not right. And then around like 12, 13 years old, I started dumping in the toilet before going to school, or I would sell it to my friends. And I started smoking pot with my mom at 12, and just occasionally, because I liked that feeling a lot better than taking my medicine. And I just think it's crazy being that young and realizing the difference and knowing that pot was completely natural. And people look down on me today for needing it, but what do you need on a daily basis to cope with your issues? You want to go smoke a cigarette when you're like having a stressful day at work, and that is toxins going through your body. Marijuana has no toxins. You want to go driving and you're texting while driving. That's deadly. You're putting your life at risk, like, doing that. I am not putting my life at risk medicating with my medicine. The deodorant you use has, like, cancerous chemicals, and I don't know, the list goes on and on what you do on a daily basis. And I just smoked a bowl and I am completely happy. A couple hours ago I wanted to just run away because the house is a complete wreck and I'm gonna have to clean it up by myself, and Dylan wouldn't stop crying, and sometimes mom life gets really overwhelming, and I'm 20 years old and my daughter is completely happy and she is so healthy and so funny, and like, I love her so much. So I'm gonna continue to naturally medicate and be a great mother, and yeah, bye.